a shirt on my head because I was just reading some scriptures, but I want to come on here and share my dream. So anybody that knows that I've been kind of struggling, and I had a dream that a voice came to me, but I'm sorry, I don't remember the exact words that he was saying, but he was basically asking me a question. He was like, don't you know how people call on certain names or they say certain words because it's a comforter for them? And I was like, yeah. He was like, always say Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. He was like, that is your word. That is the word for you to comfort you, because he is always with you and he is always watching after you. And I didn't know any scriptures that would go with that. So this one sister sent me a scripture that was basically saying like, call upon his name. And I never had no dream like this. So that was just like so shocking to me, because that lets me know that he is watching over me and he always here for me. When I always feel like I don't have nobody, he is there. So that was really shocking to me that I even had that dream, because I never had a dream like that before. I did take a picture of the screenshot of the scriptures that the one lady was sending me, so I'm going to show y'all. If y'all want to read it, y'all got to pause it.
All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, start off by giving all praises, glory, and honor to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the whole select brothers out there pushing this truth with all diligence and sincerity, risking your freedoms when you're allowed to do so. Shalom to the confusion of faces and the few sisters that do listen, because we know that there's certain women that the Lord's going to have mercy upon, and that just very well could be one of them, because it's going to be it's not really many times that we do videos like this on women for reasons, because it's not about exalting the woman. It's not really so much about exalting the man, aside from the order that the Lord set up. But what the scriptures asks of a woman is really just sincerity. Actually, before I get into that, I'm gonna grab it, because hey man, the brothers that have videos that's going out on the women, and sometimes we correct them because it's much more than wearing a head wrap. But that woman, she had a damn shirt on her head, meaning she wasn't trying to be extra with it. She was speaking a prophecy, prophesying, speaking a dream, which the scripture says to do, and she tried her best to have her head covered. And hey, she apologized. It was sincere. It was real, which is what the Lord really asks for us to come into, man. And that's one of the reasons why we get on women so hard, because really, this is the breakdown. This is 1 Timothy 2:9. Then I'm gonna get back on why that dream that she had was so great. It says, in like manner also, that women adorn themselves in modest apparel, meaning basically just be covered up. It's not about if you look good, and the scripture is going to get into that. With shamefacedness and sobriety, shamefacedness, man, and fear, true fear of the Lord, man, to stay on point. All right, being sober in this thing, basically being sound, aware of this doctrine that's going to save us, being wholeheartedly, man, not just for face value, but truth. It says not with broided hair, not with braided hair, not with the fancy hair. Woman had her hair braided, but the point is getting on is just not with the gaudy looks, man. That's not what this is about, or gold, because you have women that have all the shiny things on, what they had the diadems on and the head wraps, which is nothing wrong with so much of that, but they think that that's what the Lord desires, when really the Lord just desires somebody who fears, man. And you have to walk in that fear, just like that woman had that dream, man. It was a fearful thing, but it was beautiful for her to see that thing, because the Lord's putting hell on her. She's getting jacked up. She's going through shit. The Lord, he is near to a contrite heart, man. That woman was in tears. It says, or pearls, or costly array, but which becometh women professing godliness, which that's like I said, the woman is not, prior to what I know, this is all we know of this woman. She's confessed, and she then went back into her life, and she's doing what she's supposed to do, as far as what women should be doing, basically being quiet. and learning on the comment board. But, really need a husband. But, hey, if you're learning on the comment board and you got no husband, then that's that. And it says with good works, which, hey, she's not scoffing. She spoke something that added to the doctrine, and that's that. All right. But I'm going to go back to that Psalms 91, and I'm going to read something. Because that's that type of spirit of having... Oh, why you Yahawashi outside? That type of spirit of having that contrite spirit is going to get you to things like the name and learning, and eventually learning the name and learning everything we're supposed to learn. And meekness is what's going to get you out of here. That's what's going to make the Lord hear you when you call upon his name. This is Psalms 91. Shoot, I would get it all, but I'm gonna just start it. I'm gonna start at verse 10. No matter what we go through, it says, "Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord delivers them out of them all." Man, deliver him out of them all. Starting verse 10, it says, "There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling." So we're gonna go through the shit, but what's gonna comfort us, like the woman was reading, is gonna be the name. Studying on what type of man Yahawashi is, and that he's a man of truth, that he's a power and a God of truth, him and his son. So coming to him with a meek and a contrite spirit, believing in the name and reading how the description of our God is, and doing everything he asks, what is he gonna do? He's gonna save you from the plagues, even if he takes you down through there, man. All right, and it says, "For he shall give his angels charge over thee." So in the last, the Lord is gonna give his angels charge over delivering us, man. That eventually these fruits that we speak on of righteousness, are gonna come into fruition, man, from us sowing righteous things. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna come back to that, and I'm gonna read Sirach chapter 24. It's Sirach chapter 24. I'm going to start at verse 17. It says, "As the vine brought I forth pleasant savor, and my flowers are the fruit of honor and riches." So those are going to be the fruits of someone who's calling on the name of Yahawashi and living after the name of Yahawashi. All right. "I am the mother of fair love," which this is talking about truth, which is the knowledge the Lord passed down, the whole entire word, which is, it starts with faith. All right. And fear, exactly, because if you can't fear Yahawashi, then you might as well give it up, man. And the fear Yahawashi means, yes, you see these words in everything, and who the man the Lord set up, and the order that the Lord set up, and it makes you shit. Just like that one was brought to tears, she sees that this is real, so she can't help but to be real. You have to approach Yahawashi. You have to be real. You have to be meek. You have to know that you are nothing. "And knowledge and holy hope, I therefore, being eternal, am given to all my children, which, my sheep hear my voice, which are named of him." So the Lord has named certain people. He said he's going to require his elect from among thy number. He's named certain people written in the book, and he's given them his name. All right. So I'm going to go from right there, and that's pretty much it on that. I'm going to get back to the topic at hand. This Psalms 91. Because that name is powerful, man. It's a reason why it's written in Proverbs 30, where it says, "What is his name and what is his son's name, if thou canst tell?" Because those names are powerful. It says at the name of Yahawashi, every knee shall bow. All right. So this is verse 11. "To keep thee in all thy ways, It says, they shall bear thee up in their hands, lest thou dash thy foot against the stone. You know, which that's going to be us being beamed up into those chariots from into everlasting life, man. It says, thou shalt tread upon the lion and the adder, the young lion and the dragon shalt thou trample under feet. Hey, man, and that's mentioned in the book of Isaiah, man. You know, that in Yahawashi's kingdom, how we're going to be playing, that most of our children are going to be playing with animals, with wild animals, as if they were puppies, man. You know, and it's going to come from what? Because he has set his love upon me, therefore I will deliver him. And how will the Lord deliver him? How will the Lord deliver his creature, man? I will set him on high because he has known my name. He's known Yahawashi. He's known the name and also what the name stands for, which is righteousness. All right. It says, he shall call upon me, you know, knowing that the Lord is, man. Gonna call upon Yahawashi, understanding that he is, and I will answer him, and I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him and honor him. With long life will I satisfy him and show him my salvation. Hey, and that's the elect being saved in the Lord Yahawashi with an everlasting salvation. And I'm gonna go from right there to Zechariah chapter 6. Actually, hold on. I'm gonna go from there to Acts, the 2nd chapter. Because it's not just about knowing Yahweh's name. To get to the Father, you have to know the Son's name. All right. This is Acts chapter 2, verse 21. And this is a prophecy taken from Joel, man. And it says, and it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call upon the name of the Lord shall be saved. Ye men of Israel, hear these words. Because if you go into that book of Sirach, the 24th chapter, it tells you how wisdom had nestled itself in Israel, man, in the midst of Israel. But it's not just for the whole nation. It's for the elect mostly right now, man. It's only, Salaki, I said that a little bit bugged out, but it's not entirely for the whole nation. Although this be nestled inside of the nation, it's only for the elect, for that remnant that Yahawashi is calling upon, man. You know, that's the, hey, he says that he knows them by name. He's gonna deliver his children, and like I said, that woman, hey, she might just be one of those that could be spared, man. We'll see in the end, man. It's about taking this, understanding that it's real, and practicing all of it until the end, to the best of your ability. Whatever the Lord may add to your burdens, man. All right. And then it says, Yahawashi of Nazareth, a man approved of the Most High. So Yahawashi was approved of the Most High is one that's gonna have you enter into the gates of righteousness, and that was symbolized through what? His death and all his mighty acts that he did. But hey, his death was one of his greatest acts that when he died and he came back, and he had the angels sitting there from head to foot, symbolizing that he was the new covenant, man. That through Yahawah, it's like through Yahawashi, we will reach back to Yahawah. You know? And it says, a man approved of the Most High among you by miracles and wonders and signs, which the Most High did by him in the midst of you, as ye yourselves also know. Him being delivered by the determinate counsel and foreknowledge of the Most High, ye have taken, and by wicked hands have crucified and slain him. So it goes back into what I said, you know, through Yahawashi's act of death and resurrection, we are able to enter to Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. We're able to call upon Yahawah, and that's why this knowledge has returned unto the earth through Yahawashi, man. Also, starting with the names, one of the first oracles, man, to love Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi with all thy heart and with all thy soul. Get some more on it. Then I'm gonna go to this Zechariah. But this is one the Christian church likes to pull out. But they gotta understand, you gotta say it in the Hebrew. I'm gonna get that as well. It says Acts 4:12. Neither is there salvation in any other. So there's no other way to reach Yahawah. You can't just call upon Yahawah to be saved. It's about Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. And that's what she said. She said that was the comfort. Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. Not just saying Yahawah, man. Because we have a mediator now, man. All right? For there is none other name under heaven given among men whereby we must be saved. So that, hey, through the Spirit, that woman was on point. All right? Get Acts the 26th chapter. Start at the 9th verse. I verily thought of myself that I ought to do many things contrary to the name of Yahawashi of Nazareth. You know, because like I said, when you say that name, Jesus, it was not there. Actually, I'm gonna get it in this particular book right here, because I ended up bringing this scripture out today on somebody. So it's kind of ironic. But I brought it out in this specific book because this is the 16:11. Yeah, this is Acts 26:9. It says, I verily thought with myself that I ought to do many things contrary to the name of Yahawashi of Nazareth. Meaning, hey, Paul was giving the breakdown of this shit. I was brought up as this is how I was brought up. When you read the whole script on how he's breaking it down, I was brought up basically contrary to this. You know, I didn't think that I was going to be a part of this. As a matter of fact, I was delivering the prophets that were teaching in this name. But by the Spirit, hey, y'all know that this had to be of the Most High, because I was one on the opposite end. Now I'm teaching Yahawashi. I was one that was opposed to Yahawashi until he knocked me off my high horse, which thing I also did in Jerusalem. And many of the saints did I shut up in prison, having received authority from the chief priests. And when they were put to death, I gave my voice against them. So that was the breakdown. So that's how you know that Yahawashi was definitely dealing with Paul, Saul, who was called Paul. All right, it says, and I punished them oft in every synagogue, and compelled them to blaspheme, and being exceedingly mad against them, I persecuted even unto strange cities. Whereupon, as I went to Damascus with authority and commission from the chief priests, at midday, O king, I saw in the way a light from heaven. He saw the angels, man. He saw the angels in Yahawashi. Above the brightness of the sun shining round about me, and them which journey with me. Yep, because they saw the vision. The men that journeyed with Paul, but they didn't hear the voice. All right. And it says, and when we were all fallen to the earth, I heard a voice speaking unto me, saying in the Hebrew tongue, Saul, Saul, why persecutest thou me? It is hard for thee to kick against the pricks. And I said, who art thou, Lord? And he said, I am Yahawashi. As you see, there's no J right there. So it's not Jesus, whom thou persecutest. So, hey, man, the name itself is very powerful. Paul fell off his horse, man. And, hey, he was subject to Yahawashi. And Yahawashi gave his name to him. All right. So I'm going to go from there to Zechariah the 6th chapter. And then I'm going to get a little bit of a breakdown on certain words. This is Zechariah chapter 6, verse... I'm going to start at verse 9. It says, and the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, take of them of the captivity, even of Heldai, of Tabajah, and Jedediah, which are come from Babylon, and come thou the same day, and go into the house of Josiah, the son of Zephaniah. All right. Then take silver and gold, and make crowns, and set them upon the head of Joshua, the son of Josedek, the high priest. Now, that was symbolic for him setting the crown on Yahawashi. Because what does Joshua mean when you go into that name? I'm going to go to a couple names that's in here. And it proves that this was really, Had to take it off airplane so I can get it real quick. All right. See that name right there is Yahawashi. They got it spelled right up top, but at the bottom, they got it spelled Yahawashi, which is off. It's not how you say the Lord's name. When you put another wa that activates something like as if you were saying I was walking or so to speak. But that name right there at the top is the proper form to say the name of Joshua, which is Yahawashi. But aside from that, I want to go into this name right here, Josedek. You know, although you did have a Josedek who was the father of Joshua, shit, it's not letting me click on it. The meaning of Josedek is right here. Put it back on airplane so I'm getting more notifications. But the meaning of Josedek is right there, where it says it's Yahawah Tazadak, which means Yahweh is righteous. So that proves that this scripture right here isn't really talking about the actual Josedek and the actual Joshua. And once we read this 12th verse, you're gonna see that, you know. But this is actually being symbolic for the fact that Yahawashi was gonna be wearing a crown. All right, which shows you that this is important. But this is verse 12. It says, "And speak unto him, saying, Thus speaketh the Lord Yahweh of hosts, saying, Behold, the man whose name is the branch." And who's the branch? The branch is Yahawashi. So Yahawashi was going to have the same name as Joshua, and it's real symbolic that this Joshua that is speaking about, his name, his father's name was Josedek, which is Yahawah Tazadak, meaning Yahweh is righteous. And he shall grow up out of his place, and he shall build the temple of the Lord Yahweh. So, hey, that proves that the branch, you know, who you ignorantly call Jesus Christ, his name is Yahawashi, man. He said that Joshua was going to have the same name as the branch. All right, this is Isaiah 11:1. It says, "And there shall come forth a rod out of the stem of Jesse, and a branch shall grow out of his roots. And the spirit of the Lord Yahweh shall rest upon him, the spirit of wisdom and understanding, the spirit of counsel and might, the spirit of knowledge and of fear of the Lord Yahweh. And shall make him of quick understanding in the fear of the Lord Yahweh. And he shall not judge after the sight of his eyes, neither reprove after the hearing of his ears. But with righteousness shall he judge the poor, and reprove with equity for the meek of the earth. And he shall smite the earth with the rod of his mouth, and with the breath of his lips, and he shall slay the wicked." Which ultimately, you know, first and foremost, it starts with the word and the mouths of the prophets is how Yahawashi is doing it. But it also mentions that out of the Lord's mouth is going to issue a sword. You know, out of the Lord's mouth is going to come out a flaming breath, which is when those chariots are going to come to pass, and the Lord's going to destroy them with the breath of his mouth, meaning that the fire is going to come down out of those chariots. And that's going to be the power that was given to him by Bahasham Yahawashi to officially, physically judge the earth. But yes, this is going into the way that the Lord is going to judge the earth in righteousness. Because how is he judging it now? Through the mouths of his prophets. You know, this is the word that the Lord gave us 2,000 years ago, and he resurrected this word. All right. And the righteousness shall be the girdle of his loins. So, hey, it proves that this is Yahawashi, because Yahawashi was really the only man that walked the earth being righteous, you know. And faithfulness, the girdle of his reins. The wolf also, so like that's going to something else. See if I can get something else on the branch. I think it's one in the 19th chapter. This might be it right here in Jeremiah that I was thinking about. This is Jeremiah 23:4. It says, "And I will set up shepherds over them which shall feed them, and they shall fear no more, nor be dismayed, and neither shall they be lacking, saith the Lord Yahawah," which is the prophecy that I set up right now. You know, this is that same understanding that Yahawashi brought out to the disciples who later became apostles, man. "And behold, the days come, saith the Lord Yahawah, that I will raise up unto David a righteous branch, which is Yahawashi, and a king shall reign and prosper, and shall execute judgment and justice in the earth," which is Yahawashi. This is the one that is talking about that the Lord's going to set up over the earth that is profitable. This is the reason why those names matter, because that's how we get. Hey, Yahawashi came down here, he did a mighty work, and that's how we get to Yahawah. This is the man that's going to lead us back to the Lord. So yes, those names are very important. It's like you talking about this big mogul that's coming into town, or this noble, this prince, shit, the president. President who? Where is he from? What's his name? So these names are important. And it says, "In his days Judah shall be saved, and Israel shall dwell in safety." Shall dwell safely. It's like it. "And Israel shall dwell safely. And this is his name whereby he shall be called, the Lord our righteousness," which is Yahawashi, the son of Josedek, man. Yahweh's righteousness, man. All right. Shit, let me finish this last verse, as a matter of fact. It says, "Therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord Yahawah, that they shall no more say, the Lord Yahawah liveth, which brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. But the Lord Yahawah liveth, which brought up and which led the seed of the house of Israel out of the north country, and from all countries whither I have driven them, whither I had driven them, and they shall dwell in their own land." Proving to you that this is talking about the end of days, man. These times that we're in now. Because Yahawashi, he came down here, he did the work thousands of years ago, you know, to seal the deal. But now he's physically going to be able to do all those things promised in the scriptures, man, which is to redeem the elect. Spiritually, we've been redeemed, you know, if we continue in this. But, hey, like, you know, because they say that in the church, I'm saved. But what are you saved from? Spiritually, yeah, it says we are saved. By grace are you saved. You know, but you have to continue in this thing, man. This is the assurance of us being saved. But the only way we're gonna know, what did Dr. Strange say to Iron Man, to Tony Stark? He said, "If I tell you, it won't happen." So we don't know if our names are written in the book, but if we continue in this, following Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, indeed, through the spirit of Yahawashi, we will be saved. And we will be the first fruits to be redeemed out of this place. But, first off, you can't diss the name, man. You can't be like those guys in the IUIC. Or you can't be like those guys that say that the name doesn't matter on camera, or there's no real way to break it down, but then go yourself and pray to the name. That's wicked. That's just as bad as if you were saying it. I mean, if you believe that shit. That's no different than putting the branch to your neighbor's nose, you know, putting the drink to their lips and pushing them to drink. It's no different than putting swine's flesh to your neighbor's lips, but then you don't eat the swine's flesh, man. Something that's written in the scriptures for us not to do as well, man. You know, that you don't put a stumbling block before your brother, which is what a lot of men in Israel are doing, man. I may not do this. Oh yeah, it's not bad to get the medicines that Esau's pushing out. I wouldn't do it. That's wicked. The whole thing, the things that we teach, we do. And you have to teach and believe in this name. It goes vice versa. Because soon, the Lord's about to comfort those that's been, believing. on those words that they say. But with that, hopefully this has been an edifying lesson. I'm going to end it off and give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Shalom, and Abba Ball.